Hi. How was your day today? Did anybody come or call? My name's Beth, and I'm really glad you stopped to visit for a minute. This video is about our recent trip to Valdez. And I have to be honest, when it was suggested that we head down there, I wasn't too thrilled about it. I wasn't really excited to see, but I think you might be as surprised as I was at what we found. There's a toit. Let's go check it out. Many times our first stop in a new town is the visitor center. This is the one in Valdez, and it was quite lovely. I highly recommend you stop at the visitor center whenever you're at a new place. You'll get so much good information and local insight. This one had a disturbing, surprising amount of taxidermy. These are just a couple of the many, many examples. There are also a lot of really cool displays, like this tusk from a woolly mammoth that was discovered here. The attendant at the information desk suggested we go to the Solomon Gulch Fish Hatchery. So that's the first place we headed. My goodness, these gulls are making so much noise. Why? And then it became obvious. It was salmon season. Look at this guy in the front. He's literally so stuffed he just drops that salmon out of his mouth. The sea lions were congregated here en masse, and when I tell you that I was over the moon watching them, it was the most amazing spectacle I've ever seen. They had stuffed their bellies, and then they would come over here to the rocks and just lounge. Look how cute. We boondocked right here by the fish hatchery, and this was our view the next morning. The sea tide had gone out, but it was just spectacular. At the fish hatchery, pink and coho salmon are artificially spawned. They are then released into the wild. They travel into the Gulf of Alaska, and after 1 year, they return here to complete their life cycle. The hatchery constructs a ladder that replicates the natural environment for the fish to climb into. And each day during spawning season, 20,000 fish will enter the system. 400,000 salmon are required to fill the hatchery's incubators. The city of Valdez has suffered more than its share of tragedy. In 1989, a horrific oil spill coated the entire area in oil and other noxious agents. But prior to that, in 1964, an earthquake destroyed the entire city. This is the site of where the original town of Valdez was located until the 1964 earthquake, when the town relocated 4 miles away. Many of the original buildings were moved to new locations. And they do have these placards that explain what once stood here and what happened to the building. This sign says that the Wells Commercial Company once stood on this property before the tragedy of the earthquake. It's interesting because it states old towners recalled the proprietor weighing newborn babies in the nail scoop before the hospital was built. After the earthquake, it says, they chose not to relocate. This was the site of the village morgue, a local bar. And as chance would have it, I ran into a local woman who shared this interesting story.
Oh, it was fun. And I just remember that it was my two best friends and then two of our mothers went. And we drove from Anchorage, and we just had a wonderful time. There was out on the wharf, there was a bar that was called the Village Morgue. and it was just fun. We laughed and had a good time, and our mothers were dancing all over the place. So really, we were chaperoning them rather than them chaperoning us. They were just good old days at the time.
Yeah.
You know, 2-lane highway and not much traffic. It was really fun. It was really fun.
Do you live in Alaska now?
Yeah, I live in Anchorage. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I love Alaska.
Have you been here your whole life?
Since we moved up here in 1948. Yeah, 48.
Okay.
And then we were in Fairbanks for just probably 4 or 5 months, and then we moved to Anchorage.
Okay.
And that was in 1949, and I've lived there ever since.
Oh.
And so, yeah, so we got to see the pipeline, the boom and the bust that came
Right.
afterwards. And it's a wonderful place to live. Still a lot of freedom up here. And, you know, people are very independent,
That's nice.
you know.
Yeah.
But usually very nice. I remember when the glacier was much closer, but
Yeah.
it's still nice that they got icebergs. Have you been out to the glacier yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh,
no.
by all means go. It's worth it because there's still icebergs there, even though the glacier's, I don't know how far back.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, and that's over there.
So I took Karen's advice, yes, that's her name, and I headed over to see the Valdez Glacier. And just as she said, you can see the little mini icebergs floating in the water. There in the very distance is the actual glacier. Oh, can you imagine how it must have once looked? I headed into New Valdez, the part that has been rebuilt, down to the dock to see what it looked like. There are both commercial and personal ships here. This is a look at the commercial side. As you walk along the pier, you are treated to some very beautiful and unique sculptures. This sculpture honors the 70,000 workers it took to build the pipeline, and below it is a plaque that reads, "We didn't know it couldn't be done." That night, we found another beautiful boondocking site right along the river, and the next morning I went back to the fish hatchery. I'm beginning to think that perhaps sea lions are my spirit animal. I can't get enough of these guys. Well, yesterday I looked at the commercial side of the dock. Today I want to look at the personal side. There are many charters available that people can rent to take out and go fishing. Here are a few of the day's catches.
Yeah, it might be 14. Then again, it might be 12, right?
Who knows?
We'll find out, right?
Yep, it's a nice fish show.
Right.
Boy, they were fresh and hot. Real nice fish.
Yeah.
Just take off like 8 pounds.
Quite a crowd had gathered around these two locals as they unloaded their catch of the day, and while I was standing there, I looked over and saw a friend of mine who I didn't realize was in Valdez. What a small world! Jennifer knew of a trail that was right there at the harbor that would allow us to walk to the top of a hill and see the entire town, and so off we went. This is our view from the top. You can see the harbor and the city in the distance to one side, and then across the way, the beautiful mountain. It truly is an exquisite place. Perhaps you've seen the little free libraries before where readers can exchange books. But have you ever seen a dog stick library? I just thought it was so cute. On our final day in Valdez, we decided to go into the downtown area and explore a little bit. There are lots of cute little shops. And the town is also a port of call for some Holland America cruises. And we decided to celebrate our final day by treating ourselves to lunch at The Potato. They are legendary for their garlic rosemary fries. All right, and Cheryl, what did you get? That looks so good.
I got a pulled pork sandwich with rosemary fries.
And also a cream soda to go with it.
Got a moose tooth.
Oh, I can't wait to try these fries.
I know.
Huh?
I do not have enough. Oh,
This is the chicken fajita pita that I got.
because mine is
And
like
garlic
this
fries.
here, and then you say,
And Judy, what did you get?
I got, this is the salmon
Potato
soup-
chowder.
Potato chowder, yes.
Wow, and this is?
Breakfast.
It is a
Burrito.
burrito. Yay! Bon appetit!
A potato burrito.
Our time in Valdez truly surprised me. From initially not thinking that I wanted to go, to eventually not wanting to leave. I soon came to discover the natural beauty of the place, as well as the fortitude of the people who have inhabited it for years.